Hello, I feel called to share some ideas that been passed on to me, and I just this past weekend I was in Aya ceremony led by Erica. She works in Colombia, and she's been studying the medicine for the last 20 years with Taita Juan in Colombia in a really traditional way, and she travels every year to US to share that knowledge and that ceremony with many other tribes. And this past weekend, Friday and Saturday, she was here in Texas, Austin, where I live now. And although I'm really excited to share more about my experience, what I really want to share in this video is this new trend of shamans, that every corner you can find a new shaman. And it really amazes me and really worries me that people with 1, 2, or even 3 years with their awakening, meaning they just found out about the spiritual realm, about their connection with God, about the power of spirituality. They just started their plant medicine walk. In this past 1 to 3 years was their first ceremony with ayahuasca, mushrooms, not in a playful way, but in a ceremonial, really spiritual way. Because some people play with LSD and mushrooms since they are teenagers. That's not really the plant medicine walk. That's entertainment. And when you sit with the medicines in a ceremonial way, where you have a container, where you pray, or have intentions that you hold in your heart, where you do meditation, breath work, and many other practice in a ceremonial way, with medicine music and many other things, it's totally different what you get from it and what you achieve than having fun with medicine like mushrooms or cannabis. So it really amazes and worries me how people that just started their awakening path, their spiritual path, and just started their relationship with the medicine are shamans now. Everyone in Austin is a shaman, is a new enlightened shaman worker here to save everyone. And sorry if it sounds like I'm making fun of it, but it's kind of like mind-blowing how people so early on their path are there thinking they're masters in this path. Erica is studying for 20 years in the jungle, living the path of the medicine, working daily with it. She calls herself a student. She calls herself a student of the path. She doesn't entitle herself as a shaman. Although I think she is, and Taita Juan blessed her with that, she says she's a student. 20 years living with the medicine, working with ayahuasca daily. That's the true path. She just do that. She has a beautiful family and she does a beautiful work. And people that are now becoming this new age shamans, ayahuasqueros, or plant medicine facilitators, whatever they call themselves, are really traumatizing people. If you are looking for some medicine facilitator, maybe be ayahuasca, mushrooms, ketamine, whatever that is, kambo, whatever medicine. Kambo is not psychedelic, but it's also a powerful medicine. So if you're looking for this kind of work for your healing, please, I'm going to give you some insights of what to look and what to ask. Because many of these people that are entitled themselves as shamans and working with the medicine, first, are not trauma informed. They never studied anything about trauma. They never are, they don't have tools to deal with past life trauma, with present life trauma. If something surges in the middle of the ceremony, they're clueless of what to do. So they don't have trauma. They're not trauma informed. They don't have studied trauma, how it works in the body, how it scores in the body. You know, the basic of trauma and the advanced of trauma. They cannot create a container. They don't have a really powerful prayer to create a safer container that protects the journey. When you're working with this bufo, ayahuasca, mushrooms, you open portals to other dimensions. You create connections in the brain to different realities to receive information. And those portals can be damaging to the brain, to your soul, to your spirit, if you are not in a powerful, safe container. And how you do that? Powerful prayer, as well as working energy. If you're not even, if you don't learn Reiki or any other energy manipulation or controlling energy in your surroundings, know how energy works, know how to safely manipulate, not manipulate it in a wrong way, but controlling the energy to create safety containers, you're doing it wrong. You don't have the basic to create a safe container. So if you are not trauma informed, if you cannot do a prayer, really powerful prayer, if you don't know how to control energy to create a safe container, if you don't know about entities, if you don't know about demons, if you don't know about entity possessions, spiritual possessions, you're really not in the field that you should be. If you are clueless about how demonic entities and how evil spirits possess people, especially people with depression, and really especially people with addiction and substance abuse or sex addiction, those are the most fragile ones. The entities looking for those kind of people that have some weak link of addiction, of some substance abuse, or of sex abuse, masturbation abuse, or porn abuse. All those have this weak link that the entities abuse that. So if you are clueless about possessions, if you're clueless about trauma, and if you're clueless about a prayer, a container, and controlling energy, please don't create containers for facilitation of medicine. You are damaging people. You are creating more trauma, and you're not healing people. So if you're looking for a facilitator for the entheogenics, for the psychedelics, please feel free to ask them. Please ask them. How long are they working with this? How long has been their awakening? How long have they doing prayers every day? How long they have been working with God, with the spiritual realm, with plant medicine? How trauma informed they are? How is their prayer? How informed they are about entities, about possessions, about how spiritual works. If they know about it. If you're not comfortable asking them face to face, I know some shamans are really scary and not really open to, for you to feel comfortable to ask questions. Send them a text. Send them an email. But please ask those questions. I'm tired of people coming to me and to the place I worked before, desperate for healing, for help, because they have been re-traumatized by people that say they're shamans. People that when someone is in a panic attack during the medicine, just say, hey, shh, you're creating trouble. That's horrible. People that when you are lost don't create a need connection with you. They're not there trauma informed to repair your trauma, to give you all you need, to create a container that is safe for you to heal, that your needs are met, that you feel safe, that you feel connected. Don't even know a prayer. It's ridiculous, but it's in Austin, in Texas, every day there's a new shaman born. Every day there's a new facilitator that's working with medicine. And he doesn't cover these basic things. This is basic, okay? This is an advanced shaman level. This is trauma This is the first step. Prayer. How long have you been praying every day? Since yesterday, and now you're a shaman? When have you been awakened? Oh, 3 years, your first Aya ceremony. And now you're facilitating medicine. So please, if you are working with one of those new shamans, new age shamans, please feel free. I advise you, please ask these questions. At least to see where you are going, what is happening in your ceremony, so you don't get re-traumatized. Because this is happening a lot. And I'm really, really amazed how people are clueless of what they're doing. And how much they're traumatizing people and creating more harm than healing with what they are facilitating. It really amazes me that. So this is a thought I wanted to share. Thank you for listening if you stayed to the end. May God bless you. May the Great Spirit watch over us and protect us in these challenging times.